Hey guys, how you doing? Dr. Randy Rosenfarb here with AccuVision Acupuncture. Today I want to talk about your plan. What is your plan? Specifically, what is your plan for better vision? All right, that's what we're going to talk about today. So this came to mind in a conversation I was having with a patient yesterday. We were talking about what plans are, and those of you guys who have worked with me know that we're pretty big on creating treatment plans. Both for patients who are working with us in clinic and also our home care patients who are working with themselves or seeking guidance from us or the healthcare practitioners to help manage their eye condition. So the whole conversation here that we're having is, what's your plan, right? Do you have a plan? And what does a plan look like? So when I was growing up, one of the things that really helped me move towards success was my father used to ask me all the time growing up, what's your plan? What's your plan? What's your plan? So around school, around sports, around girlfriends, dating, everything in life, my father's very, very big on asking me all the time what my plan was. So, it's kind of forced me mentally to think about it all the time. I think, well, sometimes I didn't really have a plan. And even asking me if I had a plan was sometimes enough just to prompt me to realize that I didn't have a plan and it's something I wanted to consider. So hopefully this will help some of you guys who may not have a plan. So the idea here, of course, is to come up with a plan or think about a plan rather, that is going to support your desire and or your need for vision recovery and long-term vision preservation. Right? That's really what this is all about. Try to get vision back if you can using our strategies and preserve your vision, keep the vision you have. Really, really important things. So what do plans look like? Well, for our patients, there are a lot of plans. We can start at the bottom. The first thing is going to your eye doctor and finding out, what your diagnosis is. If you have vision issues and your vision's blurry, not clear, the first thing you obviously want to do is get it checked out. That's the first agenda item if you haven't gotten it checked out yet. Maybe you've been putting it off. Maybe you've been nervous about it. Maybe you haven't had the time. Maybe financially it's a problem. For whatever reason, if you see changes in your vision, go get it checked out. So that's the first plan. And find out, get the facts, right? Get the facts around what's going on with your vision, and your eye care specialist can certainly help do that through diagnostics. The next phase of your plan would be, okay, now I've been checked out, what's the status? So based on the status of your condition, what are we going to do about it? So the next thing that most people do usually want to understand their condition a little bit better. So the next part of your plan may involve some research, right? You may want to research your eye condition a little bit more. Maybe, again, if it's for you or maybe a loved one or a family member, that's the next part of your plan, to understand better what, by definition, in etiology and pathology, that means what's the disease, what's going on with that eye disease, whether it's glaucoma, macular degeneration, optic nerve atrophy, eye stroke, retinal detachments, floaters, dry eye, so on and so forth. What is it? And more importantly, what could be causing it? All right. So you're doing your research. You go on, a lot of times we'll consult Dr. Google, but we're trying to override that. That's why we're creating a lot of this educational content, because of course there is some good content online, but it's not always clean and it's not always accurate. So we try to bring to you as much accurate information as we can. So moving on. So now you have your diagnosis, and your plan is to learn about it, and your plan is to understand it better from a biological medical standpoint. And of course, your next plan might be to find out what is available. First and foremost, what biomedical conventional treatments are available to you for whatever condition you or a family member or a loved one is dealing with. Right? So you want to get this information. So that's the next phase of your plan, to gather and acquire relevant information to find out what it is and what's available to you. So that's another part of the plan. So after you've done that, then you have all this information, and you kind of want to sift through it, which could be pretty daunting. A lot of my patients say they go online, they get all this information, and it can be like information overload. And what I mean by that is you're just like going online, you see all these opinions, all these ideas, all these definitions, and it can be confusing. So that next process of your plan might be to get clarity, kind of sift through all this information and just figure out what makes sense, right? What sounds right? What feels right? Just what makes sense based on all the information you have. So the next phase, after you have your information and you understand what's going on with your eye condition, and what treatments are available to you or not available to you. So maybe you have some condition like dry macular degeneration, maybe normal tension glaucoma, maybe idiopathic optic nerve issues, or retinitis pigmentosa, Usher's, Stargardt's, some of these neurodegenerative conditions that there's no conventional treatment. So what do you do then? What's the next part of your plan? Of course, to find out if there's no conventional biomedical treatment, rather, what else is available to you? Maybe there's alternatives. Maybe there's holistic medicine, integrative medicine. So that's your next level of exploring, okay, well, conventional medicine doesn't have answers for me, or what they offer isn't quite something that I'm interested in, or isn't working. I want something more than that. So you're going to look into what is available to you in its full spectrum, right, in totality. Like what resources can you find that's going to give you information? So then you go through all of the resources that you can find in terms of what's available and what makes sense. So then you can start consuming more content. Like you go to our YouTube pages, we have like so many videos. We have a lot of patient education videos just for that purpose, to help you guys understand what is available to you in terms of which types of treatments and whether that's in clinic or at home. What can you do at home? That's usually the first thing people want to know, like what treatments, I guess you'd call it invasive treatments, or what treatments can be available to you, and what can you do at home? So those two things. So your plan may start to form into what can I do myself, kind of like to help my lifestyle just to become healthier, and what integrative treatments do I need? So general things like sleeping better, hydrating, meditating, stress management, just taking care of yourself to optimize your wellness, right? Just the basics, eating better, maybe taking some supplements or something like that, just to help your body and mind to function at maximum capacity. So that's kind of a macro view. Then, of course, specifically, you might want to find out what you can do specifically for your eye condition, right? Are there specific supplements that you can take? Are there treatments like ophthalmic acupuncture, hyperbaric oxygen, IV nutrition therapy, alternating current stimulation therapy, neurofeedback, like all these things? What's available to you? What can you do? Where can you go? Who can help you with that? So now you're looking more specifically for your eye condition and treatment modalities, whether they're at home, like taking supplements, doing eye exercises, and alternating current stimulation, or going to a clinic like ours to get treatment using ophthalmic acupuncture, things like hyperbaric, maybe IV nutrition therapy, laser acupuncture, things like that. These things can be very useful. Maybe eye exercises, eye yoga, or eye qigong, things like that. So if you're not clear about what to do, then you may need help, right? So having a plan is about gaining clarity in direction, right? We want to get clear about the situation, and we want to have direction in terms of what can we do to create an outcome that we're looking for, which in this case is vision recovery and vision stabilization. So after we have that, or after we've realized that that's what we need, maybe we want a little bit more direction. And that's where we come in too. If you have an eye condition and you're trying to form a plan to figure out what's your best next thing or the best next step that you can do to help support your vision, or again, for a family member or a loved one or a friend, then you may need help trying to create a plan. And we do offer that. So you can go to our YouTube page or join, if you're part of our Facebook group, you can ask questions about the condition. We provide a forum there and a platform for people to interact and for people to ask questions about their condition. We give suggestions and recommendations. So that's one step. You can do things like telehealth consultations if travel's an issue. You can ask me questions. You can email me or reach out to my staff. We can certainly do that. And if your plan is pretty clear and you think you want help and you know that you are the type of person that wants to be very proactive and very deliberate when it comes to your eye care, then again, you can choose either an at-home or an in-office treatment plan to help you get where you want to be in terms of vision recovery. And then these things you can implement long-term to help you keep the vision you have. So that's really about what your plan is. So you're going to have your short-term plan to help get things going. And then this is more of a path, right? The plan turns into an actual path where it becomes a lifestyle and it's a habit. And the habit is based around this mindset of self-love, right? We call radical self-care. That means you're making your health, your vision a priority. These are the type of people that I really love to work with. You've already decided that your vision is important to you and you want help. So that's what we're here for, to help you come up with a plan, help you get some clarity and direction on specifically what treatments and supplements and lifestyle activities might be best to help serve you in terms of your healthy vision. So if you have any questions about that and any questions about creating a plan or cleaning up your plan, or even what a plan might look like for you, please feel free to reach out to myself or my staff. We're here for you. Again, our vision, your vision is our mission, and it's our vision, of course, to help you. So you can reach out to us by phone, email, post in our groups, DM me directly. If you're not comfortable posting a question, if you want to keep it more private, I totally respect that and honor that. So I hope that was helpful, you guys. Come up with a plan. Plan's really, really important to create a plan your work, and work your plan. Dr. Andy Rosenfarb. Take care, guys. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.